Antique car restoration is a satisfying and rewarding experience, but there can be certain things that are very frustrating and difficult to do, and I find myself sometimes avoiding them. And one of those things is removing tar-based sound deadening or undercoating. So today I'm going to be working on the 38 Pontiac, and one of the things that I ran into is I'm going to be doing what I'll call a chop on the roof on this car. And one of the things that you want to do is you want to pre-plan and make everything as clean and tidy as possible. So on these old cars, what they used to do is they would spray tiles made out of wool with tar, and then they would stick them onto the roof. Now, removing the wool is fairly easy, but fairly laborious. Removing the tar is very difficult. Now, I've seen videos on guys, they take dry ice and they put it on the floor and the undercoating pops off. We can't really do that with the roof. Dry ice is expensive. It's hard to find at some places. They have to make it right in front of you a lot of times when you go and pick it up. Using a scraper, well, it's so hard, it's really hard to get it off. Using a heat gun and warming it up, then you're still working very hard. So I was talking to a couple of different people, my wife and a buddy of mine, and they both gave me the same answer. Why not use an oscillating tool with a scraper blade on it and see if that works out? Well, it did, and it worked out very well, to the point that I wanted to make a video for everybody so that you can also have an easier time working on this stuff and getting it ready. One of the things I wanted to avoid as well was using a lot of solvent. I mean, this stuff is thick. It's like an 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch thick in some spots, and you would go through a substantial amount of solvent. I went ahead and scraped it off in one of the areas where it was just kind of black left over on the surface, and I took one rag, wiped solvent on it, took a dry rag and wiped it off, and it was clean, just as if we were ready to weld. So we don't want to contaminate our welds. Let's check it out. Now, one of the things that you might be worried about when you're doing this is damaging the metal when you're working on this, like denting it out. But I've done quite a few spots here already. I've done this big spot right here all the way across, and it hasn't done any damage. I've been checking it as I've been going, and I'm really happy with the results I'm getting. When you do this, you want to make sure that you wear your hearing protection because it gets pretty loud in here. So you can see from this that it makes pretty quick work of what we're trying to achieve here. Now, it comes off in big chunks, but you can go back and take off the smooth little bits that are still there. And you can go over it over and over again until there's hardly anything left.
And once you're at that point, wipe it with a bit of solvent, get everything clean, and you are ready to chop.
Welcome to the Magna Machine Works channel. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that subscribes. I woke up this morning to a really nice surprise. I had 45 subscribers in the last 28 days. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed and everybody that does subscribe to the channel. To me, 45 subscribers is unbelievable to a small channel like this. It really helps to motivate me and bring you better content. And I appreciate everybody that subscribes to the channel. So please consider subscribing. I've got a lot of great content coming up, and I'd like to recognize a few people who have really helped me come along in this channel. So the first person that I want to recognize is Bill Harrison. He was kind enough to send me this really nice blocking hammer that we're going to be using on future episodes. Really excited to do some metal shaping with this. I also want to recognize Colin Schultz of Butcher's Tiki Works. You'll find him on Instagram. And he's a really great guy doing some really cool stuff over there if you're into tikis. And he also does pinstriping and stuff like that. Make sure you check him out. I'd also like to recognize Richard Squire. He's doing a 46 Buick chop. First time he's really done any sort of body work or chop work or metal shaping and stuff like that. I've been talking to him over text. I want to go and see him, but because of the lockdown conditions right now where we are, we're not allowed to go and visit people outside of our homes. So he's been doing a really bang-up job, like absolutely unbelievable job of doing this chop, learning everything himself. So once lockdown is completed, I'm really hoping to get over there and help him do some metal shaping and teach him some stuff and have him work on my tools and really get going on that chop, hopefully have it done by spring. And I'd also like to recognize Andrew Greneau up in Edmonton. Since last probably March, we've been trying to get together to collaborate, but we keep going in and out of lockdown. And my job is also making me sign a waiver that I can't go and visit people outside of my family. So hopefully soon, all this COVID stuff is going to be over and we'll be able to get together.
Last but not least, somebody that I definitely need to mention is Roy Marco of Roy Marco's Garage up in Edmonton. He's got a really cool channel called Roy Marco's Garage, and he goes by the same name on Instagram. Make sure you check out his YouTube and his Instagram. He's got some really great stuff going on there. Roy was also a mentor to me when I got serious about cars, and he's helped me a lot over the years. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and ring the bell. Share this video and be sure to comment below. I always try to reply back. There's a lot of great content coming up on this channel and you don't want to miss it. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram. Let's hang out in the garage.